Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. We are here with another episode of the Rings of Power, episode 6. War. We're about to engage in a massive battle, but before we begin, I have a few theories on, having rewatched episodes through editing, edit after edit after edit. I have a few theories that, we discussed on the last episode that, as far as Galadriel is concerned, that she is inevitably going to lead to the downfall of the Númenóreans. And I think at this stage, that is pretty much clear. She's leading them to their death. Having watched the last episode and seeing where the majority of those who were volunteering for this war, they've never seen battle themselves. They're unprepared. They were excited to go, and that's just not, that's not what war is. So I think they're in for a wake-up call. It's going to be horrific, and it's just going to end horribly for them. But something interesting that Halbrand did say during the conversation, about the South, and I am starting to wonder whether we are in fact on two separate timelines. Because there was a scene where he spoke about what they had to do to survive, and it cut directly to the people from the village in the Southlands, and that choice that the barkeep had to make and kill one of his own to pledge his allegiance to Adar. And at that point, I started to wonder: could it possibly be that the timeline that Galadriel is in is somehow in the future? I don't know. I love my first theory more than this one, in that perhaps Halbrand has a family in the south, and maybe Theo and his mom, are his family that he has to leave behind. I feel as though there's some connection there between these two plot lines, and Halbrand is a connecting tissue there. Either he's related to someone there, either Theo is in fact his son, because they've mentioned his dad, or this is a separate timeline, and Theo and Halbrand was there, but he went by a different name, because they did ask him in Númenor, what do you call yourself? One of the guys that he got into a fight with, he asked him what name he goes by, and he said it depends, which kind of lends itself to the possibility that just maybe that's Halbrand is not his actual name. So I do have some thoughts about that. I am hoping this episode will cement a few of those thoughts a bit more, with a bit more evidence, more concrete evidence. But there's definitely a connection there. Then we have the stranger who, in the last episode, more hinting that he could in fact be Sauron. I still do not think he's Sauron. I think he is a wizard. Could be Gandalf. Maybe not. I'd prefer if he's not, but if he is, then that's fine as well. But definitely not Sauron. Yes. Things are I just can't wait for this episode, because I think this is going to be a pivotal moment in the series, and it's just going to be war, battle after battle, from this moment onwards. Of course, our Southlanders, I think they decided to put up a fight against the orcs. It feels like it's going to be a slaughter, but I suppose they just need to hold out long enough until Galadriel and her backup arrives, assuming that my theory is wrong. Wait until Galadriel and her army arrives, and then just maybe if they hold out long enough, they'll be saved. But it still begs the question: who is Adar if he is not Sauron? And if he's not Sauron, it means that this is a completely separate threat. It may not be unrelated, because it could be Sauron in the background manipulating, and he's just our mid boss before the end battle sort of thing. I do think Sauron is someone we have met before. We just don't know that it's that person. And that's my theory on that so far. So, all right, episode 6, guys. Let's check it out. Okay, planting seeds. Yeah, it is him. Such a mystery, this one. Oh, they're ready. I hope we are. Otherwise, this is going to be a massacre. Practical makeup looks fantastic. Alright, big boy, calm down. Oh, he's there with them. Alright, I guess that confirms he did in fact kill the kid. Otherwise, I think he'd be the one who'd be dead. No, Pat. No, Pat. No, Pat. I'm not rooting for them, but the chance is good. No, Pat. No, Pat. They've got a good battle cry and chant. It's working. I'm sorry, humans. I'm sorry, but I haven't heard the human speech delivered in the same way. So I'm going with these guys. Ah, they left. Okay. Where'd they go? Because the orcs were almost at the gate. A trap, maybe? Maybe they're... Okay. Arandir is still here. That's supposed to be Sauron's mask, right? So maybe the hilt is the key to awaken him.
Can't find tooth nor tail of him. Must have got smart and scarbled.
No. The elves here. His moon.
You don't have nearly enough arrows, aren't there? That one's scary. How many arrows do you have? Okay, okay. Alright, so they left and they're collapsing the tower on them. Nice, smart. But what's the plan? Oh. How'd they manage to pull that off? But the thing I'm wondering, how these people get out? Because there's only one way out, right? I don't know how they got out of there that quickly, because last time we saw them, the orcs were nearly there. How'd they get out? I can only hope that, well, Arandir was posted there, so I'm sure maybe he knows about some secret path or something.
Pardon me, Commander. I was only
hoping to get the first sight of land.
Is she commanding their army though? I know that's her title within the elven ranks, but here?
keen in the eyes of the elves.
And yet, mine had not before seen me. What is
Seeing
your
his
rank?
father.
Stable sweep.
Despise not the labour which humbles the heart.
I did not join this expedition to be humbled.
But perhaps that's what you
Then
need
for
to
what did you
learn.
join, soldier?
This guy's been
Trying to
living
get
his
away.
life in privilege, no war, never needing for anything, and he's complaining about... The elves are very inquisitive. Elrond did the same thing with the dwarves. They're prying and prying and prying. What are your secrets? Tell me all. Tell me everything about yourself,
the mountains,
while giving away nothing of their own.
another day's ride east into the Vale.
Signal the other ships.
Very entitled, the elves.
Tell them to make all possible haste.
She's worried, and right to be. Trying to destroy it.
It is beyond our skill to destroy.
Where will you hide it?
Probably best not to tell anyone.
No one must know.
Yeah. Now, because her son is already entranced by it, and he might seek it out again.
Our position gives us an advantage. But to use it,
Where are they now exactly?
draw the enemy in close.
Right, I guess they went back to the village. Theo looks like he wants to play a bigger role here.
I have seen smaller armies defeat greater foes.
This is not an army.
Soon the sun will
It's just
set.
farmers and
I
traders.
swear to you, you shall see it rise again.
Oh, I mean, you don't have a choice. You've got to fight. Survival here.
To your positions.
Survival or nothing else. Yeah. I am wondering if someone will die. No one has died since the series has started. And I think someone will die before the end of this season at the very least. Very likely her, because of her connection to Arondir. Oh, the gift that she gave him in episode 1.
Before the battle begins. Plot.
That's what Adar was doing at the very beginning. Planted several.
New life. In defiance of death.
Said the same thing.
The rest. We shall plant after the battle is over.
Oh,
In a new garden.
they're deciding to stay. Should they live? Alright, now he's definitely going to die. Yeah, a touching promise, but a foreshadowing of something that's never going to come to pass. Oh, yeah, and they finally kissed, so death awaits one, or well, I don't think it'll be both. I think Arondir has a large part to play, but Bronwyn certainly going to die. I think it's going to require it, you know, plot-wise, both to kind of push both Arondir and Theo, most likely in separate directions. Okay, no, oh yeah, Jesus, oh God, no. Yeah, get ready.
They're here.
I guess at the very least, it looks like they've dwindled some of their numbers. Quite a few of them seem to have died back at the tower, so that's promising. Uh-oh, come on. It's not lighting. Oh, crap. Damn it. Horrible timing. Uh-oh. This is not good. We can't get there. We can't reveal his position either. He has a torch. Maybe we could use that. Use his torch. Oh, damn it. Come on, torch. She's been really lucky with these orcs. This is like the second one she's killed, and we've seen how strong they are. They're trapping you. Okay. Have one second part. I hope he's been teaching them how to shoot, because these shouldn't be archers. So, you know, the one thing I don't love about this so far, I'll get into that a bit more towards the end, is, you know, how we built up how powerful the orcs are in the very first encounter that we got with one. And to see farmers taking them down that easily. So, big boy. Damn. Alright, come on, Arendir. Nice. Jesus, he's not going down so easy. Ah, okay. Yeah, he needs a weapon. Ah, yeah, that's it. You've seen this man use a twig to take down an orc, so... Ah. It's a tough bastard. Oh, that... Uh-oh. Oh, God, no. No. No, no. Theo's gonna come save him. I think Theo's gonna come save him. Come on. Come on. Come on, Theo. I know it. I know it's... It's Theo, right? Oh, okay, Bronwyn, okay. Whew. Come on, watch your back. Watch your back. Oh, okay. That was surprising. Or are we celebrating too easily?
Born a bit brave, born a bit.
We didn't see Adar. No, this can't be it. Red blood, not black. I think also they sent in some of the villagers with them. That has to have been it. Yeah. Well, they did say they were going to pledge your allegiance to them, so surely you must know. But that would explain why this fight was so easy. Most of them weren't orcs. That explains a lot. But I mean, I get that they knew them, but they came here to kill you all. Yeah. Come on, take cover. Oh, damn it. Yeah, I knew it. I fully expected her to die. Theo will live, and so will Arendir, but she's definitely going to die. Not making it. I mean, I love that the orcs are good archers, but I still need to see that brutality that we saw on display before in hand-to-hand combat. It explained this revelation did explain why they were so easy to kill just now, since most of them were humans. But I fully expect to see orcs taking some people down physically. See, I mean, just maybe if these villagers that left, if they had stayed with them, you know, this could have been avoided because they would have had greater numbers. She's a healer, right? So I'm hoping she can help them help herself. Don't want her to die, but I don't think she's gonna survive this.
No.
Come on, Theo, be strong. You know what? A better option should have been someone with the hilt, because the hilt is what they want. Leaves town, let them know that you know, I have the hilt, and you try to lure them away. not a foolproof plan, of course, but oh, it's too late. Just, come on. As good as you are in there, there's no way you'll be able to protect everyone. I mean, they put up a good fight. I don't know, does he spare him a second time?
Sani kissed him.
The hilt.
As he Anthony.
Or you can just start killing them. Eventually he'll get to someone you care about. Yeah. Not trying to lure them away. I don't know. What now?
Wait, no!
They didn't tell them where it is.
It's under here. It's under here.
Did Theo take it? He said he wasn't going to tell anyone where it was. Unless he followed him or something. Yeah, damn it. I mean, he has no reason to keep y'all alive now. Oh? Horses? Are they here? But he has the hilt. I don't know what that means. Is it too late? Oh, they're here. Uh-oh. They have a lot of men, and there don't seem to be a whole lot of orcs, and it's almost daytime. Still all feels too easy. Alright. Alright, Numenor. Oh, sweet. What was that? Oh, okay. He was a pretty good fighter against Galadriel. I mean, they have confirmation that orcs are back, so that's good.
Go.
Suppose these were good orcs just living their lives, you know, growing vegetables and cabbages and stuff. And they just came in and started killing them all. No questions asked. Alright, get your head back in the game.
Martha, their commander.
There. Alright. Alright, so my first theory about different timelines completely thrown out the window. But there has to be more to this plan that Adar has been cooking up. You know, he didn't dig tunnel for weeks and weeks and months just to, you know, have his entire army eradicated just like that. There must be something more. No. I guess Habran knows the terrain. Is this it for Adar? Oh. Nice. Poor horsey. This all feels too easy.
You remember me?
No.
Come on.
We need him alive.
I don't know.
I need him alive.
There are bits about this episode that I like, but others, I mean, a human besting an elf. I mean, Adar is still an elf. It just feels a bit too easy.
Halbrand.
There's no way a human does best an elf that easily.
One cannot satisfy thirst by drinking seawater.
I'm torn about this.
When I
What
was a child,
Adar's fate here.
I heard
If this
stories
is
of
where
elves
it
taken by
ends.
Morgoth. Tortured. Twisted.
Is that what he
Made into a
is?
new and ruined form of life.
Moriondor. Okay.
The first orcs.
Interesting. Uruk.
We prefer Uruk.
Even Moriondor take orders from the master. And I seek yours.
He does seem to care about them.
I sacrificed enough of my children for his aspirations.
So he's not with Sauron anymore, at least.
I split him open. I killed Sauron.
I do not believe you.
Then why do you need the hilt? I don't believe it either.
Soon, this land will be ours. Then you will understand.
There's more he's not saying. Then what is causing the light to fade from the tree? There's something else that we're missing.
Your kind was a mistake. And even if it takes me all of this age, I vow to eradicate every last one of you.
See, I'm not the only elf alive. It's being transformed by
The darkness, yeah. She does appear to be going down that path. I mean, you robbed Halbrand of his chance. You don't get to do it. You know, all this celebration. And I know it's intentional. The series is trying to lure you into a false sense of security because something else is on the horizon. I know it's intentional, but I just don't love the way Adar was taken down as easy as he was.
You. A burden I never sought to take up. Few of the finest leaders do.
Was the queen always this tall? Or is it the armor that she boots or something?
You called for me, Your Majesty.
Bronwyn. This is Lord Halbrand.
Okay, so it looks like all my theories were wrong. So, but she does recognize the crest. Okay, but he's not Theo's father, apparently.
Are you the king we were promised?
Yes.
All hail to the true king of the Southlands.
Don't you need to consult the rest of the Southlands? I mean, this is just one village. Shouldn't she take that back to the Elven King maybe and find out what it is, why they wanted it and all that? Well, they're too relaxed about all this. And no one has... Well, I understand why Galadriel hasn't gone to the Elven King because she's supposed to be not here.
Do not torment yourself. Many might have done the same in your place.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. The kid didn't want his mom to die.
It's not just guilt.
What I don't know is how he knew where the hilt was.
When it was in my hands, I felt
Powerful. Strong. Yeah.
Then rid yourself of it. Once and for all. Give it to Numenor.
I don't know if I'm going to trust a kid to do that. This powerful thing that the enemy clearly seeks. No. Why would you do that? Oh, what's wrong? Oh, okay. Oh. He never had it. When he exited the tavern and he said he has a job for him. But why would he do this now, seeing that, you know, they actually won? Why would you do this after you see that they've lost? There's no threat anymore. I mean, he's an idiot. I mean, it looks like the waves that crashed into Numenor, but Numenor is a far way off from this, so it couldn't be. How? Oh, different chant. All because I don't understand why the barkeep would have done that. Because, I mean, he went to them out of fear, did he not? Well, oh, okay. It wasn't entirely fear. He did seem to have some allegiance to them. It sucks. So there was a reason for them digging the tunnels. Okay. It wasn't just to hide from the sun. So there was a reason. This is not good. This is not good. It's going to blacken the sky. Oh. Knew it was too good to be true. So are there more orcs in hiding? That looks amazing, by the way. Celebrated too soon. Yeah, one of his friends is gonna die. There's no way both of them live. Come on, find shelter. No. Alright, episode 6 of the Rings of Power. That was an amazing episode. Absolutely amazing episode. Let's start with the very beginning. I don't know. This was I do have some mixed feelings about the initial battle. Well, not the initial battle, the midpoint battle. The initial battle was fine. Seeing the orcs, storm the tower and being outsmarted. I am still wondering why it is that I still don't know how Theo found the hilt, because the last scene we saw was Arondir saying no one should know where it is and going off to hide it. And I can only assume, and maybe I missed it. I don't know if maybe I missed it, and Theo followed him and saw where he hid it, because he was watching him during the conversation, so that could have happened. But this is an outpost that is supposed to be reporting to the Elven army, and I understand why Arondir is staying to protect these humans that he's found affection for. But, the fact that they have not alerted the Elven King to this threat, and you now see why, why they should have done that. Because very likely, he could have sent forces a lot faster than the Numenors would have arrived, and their failing to do that has now led to disaster. The midway battle with Adar, I have to say I was a bit disappointed with, because I felt as though leading up to and both Adar and the orcs at the very beginning. Now they did put the scene in where we discovered that a lot of the orcs, or what we thought were orcs, were actually the villagers who left in armor, and that was why the battle felt as easy as it did. But even the second wave, I didn't feel that brutality in the orcs that we did get in the very first orc that we were introduced to. That orc was tossing tables with one hand. He knocking Bronwyn aside with the other, with just one swing. So they built up the orc being strong. They're supposed to be strong, especially with the revelation in this episode that they were in fact once elves, the Uruk. They should be a lot stronger, and I just didn't like that these humans were putting up as good a fight as they were. They did show where they outsmarted them for the most part, and I loved that bit. But in the hand-to-hand combat portions that we did get, it felt as though, okay, these were just humans fighting other humans, not orcs fighting untrained humans, not even soldiers or skilled soldiers. These were just farmers, So I felt the orcs should have put up a better fight, or we should have seen some of that strength on display, because that's what was being built up over the course of several episodes. And then similarly with Adar, seeing him being bested by Halbrand. Halbrand knocking him off the horse, fine, that's completely acceptable. But that being the finishing, he fell off his horse and that was it. Come on, we saw Galadriel dodging axes and swinging sideways from one side of the horse to the next, and you're telling me Adar couldn't gracefully flip from his horse and land on his feet, put up a better fight, and then lose? That would have felt a bit more earned for me. He just stumbled off the horse, this big bad that they've been building up. We know he's not the final boss, yes, but he's still a very powerful elf/orc. I expected more from the battle that he gave there. I was a bit disappointed with that. But yeah, outside of that, seeing the Numenors come in and kick ass, I love the that scene with them just coming in, and one guy holding a chain, the other both with chains on horses, riding through and just mowing down the orcs. That was fantastic. The barkeep, unfortunately, I questioned it, in the scene itself, why he would follow Adar's instructions, considering that there was no longer a threat. If I guess at the point he didn't realize there was still there was no longer a threat when Adar gave him the orders. Most likely he still felt compelled to follow Adar's orders, and the Numenors came in shortly after. But if you see an army coming in to help, why would you still follow Adar's orders when you see him running away, in fact, scared, and he still followed his orders to execute this plan? But to be fair, it has been established that this guy has some allegiance to Sauron, or to the dark side. So he wasn't doing what he does purely out of fear. It was also out of some weird sense of loyalty to Sauron and this elf. But the interesting thing about the elf, about Adar, is he claims to not be with Sauron. In fact, he says he slayed Sauron. I don't buy that. It would be pretty bold for the series to go in that direction and decide to, I'm not opposed to a new villain, I'm not. But for a single elf, especially this elf who just lost quite easily to be the one who killed Sauron, that wouldn't sound very believable to me, so I don't believe him. I think I don't know. I really don't know. Because if he did turn on Sauron, I mean, Sauron most likely would have killed him, but he is here. So I don't know if perhaps he's carrying out Sauron's orders without realizing it. That's my biggest guess. Is that, you know, he is unknowingly carrying out Sauron's orders without realizing that that is in fact what he's doing. But it's confirmed that he's definitely not Sauron. He did, you know, when the villagers came in to swear loyalty to him, and one of the barkeep referred to him as Sauron, he did seem angered by it. So I do think he was speaking truth in that part, where he didn't, you know, he fell out of grace with Sauron. I do believe that piece. I just don't believe the you know, what he said about slaying Sauron, and I hope that is in fact not true. I don't think it is, because we have several seasons left to go, and I don't think it's going to be focused purely on just the Uruk. I don't mind these being the mini bosses up to the main boss, but I think Sauron has to make a show at some point, and they definitely need to tease his revelation before this season ends. Because I think it's important to establish that, especially because I don't feel as fulfilled with Adar's and we're not done with Adar as yet, so he may very well do something that impresses me later on. But his first, his first clash with our protagonist, I was just not impressed. I just was not impressed with that at all. So I'm hoping that before the season is out, we will see a bit more, either from Adar or what his what the truth is where Sauron is concerned. I think that is going to be really, really important for them to establish. What is the plan now? It seems this volcano is spewing ash and molten rock lava everywhere. So this region, at the very least, is going to be clouded, and the opportunity for more orcs to come in. Are there more orcs? If this is what we're being led to believe, is that the orcs are in fact elves who were turned dark. Are there more orcs than what followed Adar to this village? And in fact, if there were, why wouldn't he use them before now? I'm not sure. So we'll see the next episode. My first instinct is that yes, Sauron is still alive, and Adar is subconsciously carrying out his goals without knowing that is in fact what he is doing. And with this cloud literally covering the entire region, we will see Sauron make an appearance. That is my hope. But yeah, overall, enjoyed the episode. The choreography was pretty damn good. I think between Arondir and I guess Galadriel, we didn't see a whole lot from Halbrand really. But between Galadriel and I guess I'd give it to Arondir. His action sequence was a bit more gritty and was just really well executed, and I really liked that in the episode. Yeah, overall, I love the episode. They finally kissed, and she nearly died. I still do believe she is going to die. There is no way that she's not going to. I think by virtue of her being a love interest for Arondir and being Theo's mom, I think Theo having to call in question what the right thing is. I think his mom dying is going to push him in one direction or the other. So I think she's in fact going to pass away at some point. Perhaps not now, but at some point I do believe that will happen. Yeah, I guess Isildur and his friends, they finally got the action that he specifically, because his friends didn't really want this. They were just kind of forced into it because he screwed their lives up. But he got what he wanted, and you know, very likely it's going to come at some great cost, because I do feel his father is going to die. We see all these relationships being built, and it's usually a foreshadowing that someone is going to lose someone. Most likely Isildur is going to lose his father after that moment that warm moment, touching moment that they had, and Bronwyn will pass away after her moment with Arondir. Yeah, there are too many happy endings. It's never a good thing. Halbrand being the king of the Southlands, also not something that I'm a huge fan of for the episode in particular, because he's supposed to be uniting the Southlands, and perhaps, yes, this is his first stop, and you know, he needs to go from village to village and rally them together. But no one knows him, and there's just still a lot of secrecy surrounding his character. It's like these people don't know who the hell you are. He just has a crest, which he could very well have taken off some dead man, which he joked about, but who knows? You know, there's still the fact that he sided with Sauron once before, and apparently did some horrible things, which we still don't know. And I guess there's a budding relationship between both him and Galadriel. As I've said numerous times, I do not care for relationships in shows. When it's done really well, I don't mind it, but it's very rarely is it done well. I've enjoyed Arondir and Bronwyn's relationship quite a bit more than others, but that's mostly because it ties into the story itself. I don't know if we'll get that with Galadriel and Halbrand. I like their friendship as it is. I don't think it needs to be a relationship, but you know, they're going to make it about it. So yeah, it's not my favorite thing, but as long as it's not the focus of the show, I can deal with it. The Queen, I think she's still alive. Yeah, she was running away, or well, taking some of the villagers to safety. I hope she survives. I actually quite like the Queen. I think she's definitely regretting her decision to come here now. But all of this points to, and it kind of foreshadows that at the very end of the episode, with Galadriel, walking in, or well, being covered by the ash from the volcano, and it ties into her conversation with Adar as well, where he says, if you're looking for a successor, for Morgoth's successor, then, or was it Sauron's successor, whichever. If you're looking for Morgoth's successor, then you may have stopped, by looking in the mirror, because it appears as though she's embracing the darkness as much as the Uruk, which she claims to no longer, well, she refers to him as an elf still. He doesn't like that. He prefers Uruk. So that's quite interesting. But all of this is pointing to, this destruction coming about because of Galadriel. Not directly, because Adar was already here. He was already searching for the hill, but her actions are certainly going to get a lot of people killed, to say the least. But I can't wait. I thought for some reason that the season was 10 episodes, but it's only 8 after checking, so 2 more episodes to go, and I can't shake the feeling that, in the next episode, once the ash covers this region, that we're going to see a lot of orcs in mass, and there's going to be death, destruction, and mayhem, and I can't wait for it. Alright guys, that is it for my reaction to the Rings of Power episode 6. Be sure to post down below in the comments, let me know what your thoughts are of this episode. Remember to hit that like and subscribe button if you want to support the channel, and I'll see you for the next one.